Hey guys, we're here at the NRA's annual meetings in 2026. I got Jennings from Helanbak Arms, a company I had not heard of, but they got this cool Hummer over here that you can sign, and stopped and started talking to them, and they're doing some really cool stuff. I guess they kind of started in the AR world, and they're also working on bolt actions now for Remington 700s. So Jennings, man, take it away. Tell us what you guys are doing, where you came from, and why people should consider your products.
We started out doing like lower end, like entry-level ARs about 6 years, maybe about 8 years ago. A couple years we did those, then we stepped up. We said we want to make something a little better, a little tighter tolerance. So we went to a billet style AR, which is what we have on the table right here.
Okay, cool.
They're super tight tolerance. And when the AR market started getting more flooded, we started looking for different ways, you know, to grow our range, you know, what we're making. So we stepped off in the precision action game.
Awesome.
And same thing, we went on the beginner side. You know, we made just a good base model action. So what we did is we really targeted the guys who would true up a factory Remington 700 receiver. So like back maybe about 10 years ago, people would go buy, you know, a factory Remington gun out of a pawn shop. They'd tear it all down, pull the barrel out of it, and they were true. You know, the actions were mass produced, so they weren't held to a very high manufacturing quality. You know, you'd have uneven surfaces where the barrel would lock in, not good tolerance. The bolt would be super sloppy. You'd have a mile of travel in there.
Yep.
You know, hardware was smaller as far as like holding your optic, you know, your base, your rings, whatever. Just different things, you know, people find out, hey, there's better ways to do it.
Yeah.
So really that's what this action is really what's going after. So we just started from scratch. You know, let's make it right from the start. So we upgraded, just start from the top and go to the bottom. It has a 840 screw and a 1/8" dowel pinned scope base. We upped the screw size from a 648 to an 840, like I said. Pinned it so it's super rigid, not gonna move, not gonna shift. And we'll go to the bolt. Factory Remingtons had a soldered on bolt handle, so they would actually have a separate bolt handle and they have a bolt body.
Yep.
And they would solder it on. You'd have problems with lock time and just overall just structure, you know. If you had a hard case, you know, you had a primary extraction, you could possibly break that handle off. I've seen it happen before in the past. So we make it all in one piece. This starts out as a big hunk of steel. We'll turn it down, we'll mill it, make it a one-piece construction, has an interchangeable bolt handle. We do a spiral flute, held to a really tight tolerance on our raceway. Remington would have, you know, 20 thousandths gap between a raceway and its bolt. We have a sub 2 thousandths.
Wow,
so we're 10 times smaller. We upgraded the extractor. Remington had a pretty frowned upon extracting system, so we went to an M16 style extractor, which you'd see like in your ARs. Yeah. And a better fire control assembly, a captured firing pin. Everything's machined at one time, so you hold a very nice concentricity on the whole design of the bolt. Remington's had a broached raceway, you know, you'd have problems. Again, tolerance being held, finishes. So we went to electric discharge machining, which is a wire EDM.
EDM? Yeah, okay.
So it's a brass wire that cuts this raceway within 0.2 of a thousand over the whole length of the action. You do an excellent surface finish, excellent geometries, everything's held concentric again. So it just gives a nice, smooth operating finish when you drop the bolt in there, and it just falls, locks into place. Yeah. And just an overall good action with the oversized load. Just a good action to start, and at a good price. $740 starting, so it's a very good price, good economic.
It's a great way to get in.
Yes, so
gorgeous.
That's really all we're showing.
I appreciate that, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. Anything else people should know about what you guys are doing, what you got planned?
We're just upping our game. You know, we're working on suppressors, working on different action models, potentially coming out with our own precision rifle, our whole precision rifle system. Okay. So that's something we can look for at next SHOT Show, next NRA show next year. So keep in tune, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and that's about it.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Jennings, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.